Good morning, you guys. Okay, so 351 members in the Facebook club, our private group. I want to just say thank you guys. Welcome if you're over there. I cannot wait to go over there. I went through last night and I started looking at all your pictures of all of your starters. It's so much fun and it's so exciting to see so many people doing this. Yeah, your starters are looking fantastic, you guys. So much fun. All right, so I thought I would start today's video. Now today is day 6, so welcome to feeding our starter day 6. But I wanted to show you because many of you had been asking me, Heather, you are going to like be baking bread and all that. Yes, and we're gonna do it here. So don't worry if you're not on Facebook. You guys, I'm not even on Facebook. I usually have my stuff auto, when I post a picture on Instagram, it automatically is linked to my Facebook account for the Kneady Homesteader, and it just auto posts for me. Then I go over there and I read through the comments and I talk to you guys, but I'm not even on Facebook a whole lot, to be honest with you. So I will be now because of this group. But for those of you who are not on Facebook and are bummed out, don't worry about it. And I'm not going to be doing anything exclusively over there. I might do a live chat. I might do a live chat over there in that private group. But I'm not going to be making anything exclusively over there. Everything I'll be doing will be right here in the home base here on YouTube because I'm a YouTuber, man. It's going into my 13th year being on YouTube. Well, I'm in my 13th year. So, yeah, my home is YouTube. Well, yeah, you know, I swear I love it. So, but I wanted to show you some of my sourdough bread that I made last night. The fermentation I do overnight in the refrigerator in one of these sourdough baskets here. So good overnight. I've tried it both ways now where I've made bread and I've let it rise for the 3.5 hours on my counter, or put it in the refrigerator and let it rise overnight for a period of like 6 to 8 hours. I like the refrigerator much better. It's a chewier dough. The texture is better, it rises better, and it's got a better sourdough flavor. So as we're building this starter, you guys, I'm playing with recipes so that when I find a recipe that I like, I'll be ready to roll right into it and start doing bread videos with you guys. Pancake videos. Because I'm making sourdough buttermilk sourdough pancakes now that are so good. And here's my second one. So pretty, right? So this is the bottom. So when I pull these out, they're gonna actually go in those cast iron enamel pots right there with the lid. And I bake them at 500 degrees in my oven. And so yes, this is what I'm doing this morning after I film our starter feeding. I'm gonna be baking some sourdough. So these videos are coming and I cannot wait to bake sourdough bread with you guys. So, all right, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna spin the camera around and we are gonna feed our starter. So, to show you what my starter looks like today, let's tuck you up a little bit. All right, so as you see, it's nice and bubbly. And I'll show you inside the jar. Oh, it looks so good. All right, let me smell it. It smells now very, what I consider very hoppy, like a beer, like beer and yeast. It does not have quite as strong as that vinegar smell to it, but it does smell like, smells like old warm beer. So it's smelling really, really nice. All right, so let me grab my spatula here and let's give this a nice stir. All right, so today we're going to increase it again. Now, yesterday we increased it from 100 to 150. Today we are going to be increasing to 200. So 200 grams of starter. All right, let me see so you guys can see that, hopefully. There we go. All right, so we're going to tare that. All right, and I'm just gonna throw a funnel up there. Well, maybe not for the starter, but for the flour I am, so I can make less of a mess. All right, so 200 grams of starter. And I know, like, watching all of this is probably boring YouTube content to most, but if you're actually making the starter, I don't want to miss or skip any steps for you guys. I want you to be able to see exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So there you go, 200 grams of starter. Okay, and then to this, we're gonna go ahead and tear that out again. To this, I'm going to be adding, and get my measuring cup, 200 grams of whole wheat flour. Again, if you're making a rye starter, go ahead and use your rye. Okay. I didn't tear my funnel, so there's that. I'm like, why is that reading so high? Oh yeah, because I'm using a funnel and I didn't tear it with the funnel laying on it. That's okay. Can still use the funnel as a guide here, just so I don't get flour all over my scale. All right, we're almost there. Oh, 202. I'm gonna see, since that's dry. And yes, I know you guys, somebody said, put it in a little jar first, Heather. I know. That would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it? But I just don't want to dirty any more glass containers. I know, isn't that so lazy of me? But I'm embracing it and admitting to it. All right, 200. Okay, there we go. I just took out a smidgen. All right, now I'm going to tear that. Okay, I'm going to actually tear it with the funnel on the top, because I'm using a funnel. So now I'm going to add 200 milliliters or grams, 200 grams of lukewarm water. Now, I did not look up how many grams of flour if you're, or not grams, how many cups of flour if you're not measuring with a scale. So I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done adding this, so you guys know. But I'll type it out on the screen for you guys. 200. Wow. So today I'm on the spot, you guys, on the nose with each and every one. Okay, so we have 200 grams of starter, 200 grams of flour, and 200 grams of lukewarm water. So let's do 200 grams equals how many cups? Okay, so So 200 grams. So see, this is where it might be a little off, but let's get that. So 1 cup equals 201 grams. So if you are doing this by cups, you're just going to add a cup of flour. So a cup of flour and 200 mils of water. Okay, see how that does that? You know, the scale isn't exactly precise. I'm just saying. All right, so now I'm gonna take all of that off of there. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and get my spatula, and we are going to give this a nice mix. And then Jesse will get his bow tie back, so that I can see how much he grows. And from now on, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing 200, 200, 200 every day from here on out until we get the starter. Well, you can start using starter, they say, from anywhere from day 7 to day 10. It is my experience with Walter, my first starter, that he was good to go after the 9th feeding. Day 10, he smelled good, he looked good, he was ready to use, and I used it, and he did a beautiful job in bread. So, so we're going to keep going here. As long as you guys want to keep going, let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to keep going until Sunday. Because today is Wednesday, and I was going to just keep going with you guys until Sunday so you guys can see how my starter is looking. But if you guys are bored of this now, you let me know, and we will stop, and you guys can just continue on with your starter. I don't want to bore you guys with, you know, 4 more videos. What would that be? Yeah. 1, 2, yeah, 4 more videos of just watching me feed my starter if you guys don't want to see that. So comment down below a yay, keep going, or a nay, we got it. We know from here on out, 200, 200, 200. We don't need to be seeing your starter every morning, Heather. Make different content, and then I will move on from this. So, because this is all for you guys. So I want your input. So I'm going to ask you to comment down below if you guys want me to continue, or if you guys have seen enough. So, all right, from his old container now, that's what I do is I take this container and I'll just wash it up, and I will actually be using it for Walter later because it'll be nice and clean, and Walter will be transferred to a new jar. I'm going to put his bow tie on. Rubber band around the bottom works great too. But that's going to let me know where we're starting. And so as he grows up the jar today and expands, I can see how much he's growing. So this is the starter that we are going to dump down the drain. Okay. Not terribly, like a whole lot, but it's a little bit. But I'm not going to be using this in a recipe. I don't use this pour off. Like, you know, somebody had mentioned, you know, frying it. Yes, fried starter, by the way, in the morning with some everything bagel topping is fantastic. But I won't be using this until day 10. And at that point, it's got to smell good. It's got to look good. It's got to smell good. It's got to smell like warm baked bread, like a nice yeast smell. Right now it's way too hoppy for me, way too alcohol-y for me to use. So I'm going to continue to dump this down the drain until probably until Monday. And by then the starter should be really good. Now this starter is a couple weeks old now. This is Walter. This is my rye starter. This is whole wheat. This is rye. And his pour off today, now when I feed him today, when he has a pour off amount like this, I use it in bread, which is what I did yesterday. I actually fed him 300 grams of starter, 300 grams of flour, and 300 grams of water so that I would have extra starter. And so last night, after I fed it and it was bubbly and happy, I took some from him and turned it into bread. Now today, with his pour off, when I feed him, when I have a little bit of pour off, that's actually going to go into buttermilk sourdough pancakes this morning for my kids. So I definitely use that starter. If I'm not making pancakes, I'll fry it off in a savory pancake. And I'll have it with a cup of coffee. It's really, really good. But the pour off on this always gets used. The pour off on this for right now, since I'm building the starter, I do not use. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. There's the bread. So I'm gonna put those in their pans this morning and get them baked off. But I hope this was helpful, and like I said, let me know down below if you want me to keep going at this point or if you guys have it and can do the 200, 200, 200 every day from this point on. And around day 10, go ahead and start using that pour off. Don't keep putting it down the drain because it'll be really good to use. But if you want me to keep going, I'll keep going. You guys let me know. I'm going to dictate majority rules in this. So comment down below, let me know. And if you choose yes, then I'll see you tomorrow. If you choose no, then I will be seeing you coming up because then we can go ahead and make bread sometime next week when all of your starters are ready to go. So, all right guys, I'll be seeing you. I don't know when, but I'll be seeing you. All right, you guys, I just want to show you what you're going to be able to make with that starter in just a few more days. I'm going to cut into this. Look at that. Couple more days, you guys. Couple more days.